What is up, guys? Welcome back to another travel vlog. This time we are at Lake Como in amazing Italy. We love it here. It's gonna be beautiful 3 days. I'm going to show you what you can do here, the best places, the best things, the most beautiful villas, all of it. I will tell you the secrets, and I will also show you what you can do on a rainy day, because those days are also coming on Lake Como. But one day it's raining and it's cold, and the other day it's hot, sunny, just beautiful. If you have any questions, drop your comment below. I will try to answer it. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to, like the video and share it with your friends and family. And I would say let's just dive into the travel vlog and have fun watching. We were coming to Lake Como by car. We were driving literally from Nuremberg in Germany, and it took us around 7 hours with the stops. We were coming to a lake from the northern part, and our first stop was in Domaso. We literally spotted there this cute little cafe on the water, and I needed some wine. Sebastian needed some coffee. When you order on Lake Como some drinks, you always get some nice snacks, and I enjoyed it so much. It was so good. This pastry was literally so crunchy. I just loved it. After that, our next stop on the way to the hotel was actually Menaggio, and this is one of the most popular little towns around Lake Como, as this town is part of this famous triangle Menaggio, Bellagio and Varenna. From those 3 beautiful places is this for me on the 3rd place. It can get even better, trust me. In the next days I will show you the other little towns. You can definitely comment below which one is your favorite. We enjoyed our walk on the promenade right on the water. You can see there already little cute restaurants and cafes. Everyone is walking around, and the views on the mountains, it's absolutely breathtaking. I have never seen something like that. You can also see there these cute wooden boats and very nice hotels. And we were actually looking for some restaurant where we can eat our dinner. As you can see, there is also lots of stalls on the promenade. We didn't figure it out what was going on, but there was some event going on the main square. There was also lots of food and drinks and music, and it looked like something political. We didn't care about it actually. We were looking for some restaurant, and we actually found one, but there was very hot inside, and outside it was full. I feel like the food there would be also very good, and they don't have that much reviews on Google. Here it is. Just a few meters away we found this restaurant, and we sat outside, and this restaurant had over like 1500 reviews on Google, and also very good. Sebastian's pizza was pretty good, but my pizza wasn't it at all. I have never ever seen canned mushrooms on the pizza. Like, how you can do this? So yeah, I was a little bit confused about that. Alright guys, we just checked in our hotel, and I saw literally that our backpack is missing. So Sebastian drove back to Menaggio, to the restaurant where we were eating, and I hope the backpack is there. Luckily we didn't have there anything important, but the backpack was new, and I had there some sweets, so I need to get those sweets, you know what I mean. The hotel looks pretty good. We have the amazing view on the lake from this balcony, and I'm so excited in the morning for the view. Let's see. The streets seems to be pretty busy because this is the main street, around the lake, but I feel like when the doors are shut it will be okay, hopefully. We have actually swimming pool here at the hotel. We saw already today so much stuff. Our trip was so long. We drove literally 7-8 hours, I feel like. We did some stops. It's anyway long. It's almost 600 kilometers. But we still walked through because I knew we are not gonna have time to do that the other days, because this trip is very quick. It is Friday evening. I'm just going to jump into the shower and we will enjoy the evening, maybe watch some movie, I have no idea, or just literally go to bed and sleep. And then tomorrow we are going to jump on the ferry and then we will drive to Bellagio. The morning started so beautiful. We had amazing breakfast and we decided to drive the car. You can always actually park on the white line for free, and if you go very early you have the spots are free. If you go in the afternoon it might be little hard to find some spots, and we were already enjoying some views from the coast. I was admiring this pool, how cute. Here you can see the parking for the triac, and we were waiting a little bit for the triac to jump on, and we decided to drive first to Varenna. We actually thought we can get around with the bus, so actually the plan was take the bus to triac, but the buses are not actually very convenient and the times are not good, so we wouldn't make it for the triac. So you have to be aware of that. So if you have car, it's definitely better. This morning we also booked our tickets for the triac online because it was a little bit cheaper. You can definitely buy it there, it's no problem at all. Maybe it might be also more convenient for you to buy it online. As you can see, the track is pretty empty because it was just 9:30 a.m. and you will see later the track and the towns are gonna get so busy. I was so happy we decided to drive first to Varenna because when we were leaving in the afternoon it was so crowded, and I don't know, I feel like it's better to see Varenna without the crowds because it's so nice. You have there this villa and botanical garden, it's so much nature and the bars, and I feel like it was good decision that in the afternoon we will drive to Bellagio, and there is more like town vibes and cafes and restaurants. When you get to Varenna, you will just walk through the coast. It was so beautiful. The morning was just perfect. You will see some little shops, and there is also lots of cafes and bars. You can also take there this boat taxis, which are pretty expensive. I will tell you about that a little bit later. And this bar, Molo Varenna, is I bet famous on Instagram, and it's really as pretty as it looks. We were lucky because there were some tables free right on the water, and we had our coffee and we enjoyed the views. I got there some nice pictures, and I tell you, when we were coming back around 3 p.m. it was so crowded. They had also opened the top patio, which was in the morning closed. We were following the path to the top, and you can see this hotel Villa Cipresi, which has also botanical garden, and it's also very popular on Instagram. We skipped that one, maybe we can visit it next time. And just next to it is Villa Monastero, which is absolutely my favorite from this whole trip. You can see here already ladies taking Instagram pictures. I was also there, and the amazing view on the lake, on the boats. The botanical garden is so beautiful, it's huge. I feel like we spent there literally 2.5 hours going around. We really enjoyed the atmosphere there, the historical architecture, and all of it, the trees and the sun. It was really breathtaking. I would definitely recommend to visit this villa. This is really number one for me from Lake Como so far. To enter the botanical garden, you will have to pay 10 euros per person, which I feel like it's totally fine. If you wanna also visit the villa from inside, you will pay 13 euros per person, which we actually did. I can also tell you that we checked the tickets online and it wasn't worth it to buy it online. You can see there also some fontaines and some gazebos where everyone is also always taking these Instagram pictures. Villa Monastero is a historical residence which was originally built in the 12th century as a Cistercian monastery. It was transformed into a private residence in the late 19th century by its various aristocratic owners. Like, I really wish I could purchase something like this. You know that feeling when you think in your past life you were living in some places like this? Like, it's just amazing. The botanical gardens of Villa Monastero stretch over 2 kilometers along the edge of the Lake Como, featuring an extraordinary variety of plants from all around the world, from Mediterranean flora to tropical species. Villa Monastero's botanical garden is a living work of art. The villa houses a museum and conference center where you can learn more about the villa's rich history and the families who once lived here. After all these hours taking in the botanical garden, we were ready to grab some lunch, and afterwards we wanted to get some drinks, and I already found some great place. I will recommend you to get some drinks in. For lunch we actually didn't have any idea, but we walked around this lake bakery and I saw there a pastry. It looked so good. Look at all those sandwiches and focaccia, pizza, goodies, like all those sweets. There was a huge line. We were waiting maybe 15 minutes, which was definitely worth it. You know, where is a huge line, it's supposed to be good, right? So we actually never ever had better sandwich as this one. There was like pesto and ham and mozzarella, and it was so crispy, but it was very juicy. My little cannoli was also pretty good, but the cookie Sebastian got was not worth it at all, I would say. There is also this little cute church in the center of Varenna, which is dated back to the 13th century, which we visited very quickly, and we were heading to Hotel Royal Victoria, where you can find Bar Giardino, and there is this beautiful view on the ocean. It's so nice to get there, even just some drinks, because the prices are pretty expensive. You can go there also on the beach in the warm days. The beach just under the hotel was pretty nice. Look at this atmosphere, like the sunshine going through the trees on the water. You get there lots of stairs, and I bet this view you might know from Instagram. This is actually 4 stars hotel. One night costs between 600 to 700 euros. We were getting some drinks, Hugo and beer, and as I mentioned at the beginning of this vlog, when you get somewhere drinks, you get also snacks, which were very good. Also the food looked pretty good based on what I saw at other tables. Yeah, definitely worth to visit. After that we were actually done with the Varenna. We were waiting for our ferry to Bellagio. We almost didn't make it because the tickets online were sold out, and there was a huge line to get the tickets at the ferry spot. We were literally last ones to jumping on the ferry. The ferry was almost leaving, but we made it, because if we didn't make it we would have to wait another hour, which would be a very bummer for us. And it took maybe 10-15 minutes. We were arriving to Bellagio. You can see here the promenade, the hotels, and you can see already the crowds. In the afternoon it was so busy. Look how many people is literally waiting for the ferry, and how many people was actually on the ferry. And also the cars are already gone. First what we did, we actually took some time and we relaxed on the promenade with the view on the water. The flowers around and the trees are amazing. Those views were actually breathtaking. So cute. And then we decided to walk around the little town. You could see everywhere so many shops and lots of restaurants, also clothing shops, souvenir shops. You can see how busy it actually is, and later on in the evening we will actually also eat in one hotel here, which I would really recommend. So, wait for that later. I will tell you all about it. I would definitely say if you visit Varenna and Bellagio in one day, it's definitely exhausting. It's, lots of walking and you have to be pretty quick, but it's just how it is. We had to do that because the next day is gonna rain and I knew it wouldn't be, that experience as it is when the weather is sunny, warm and nice. So, if you don't have also that much time, as we didn't have much time, it's also fine to do Varenna and Bellagio in one day and totally enjoy it. Like, you can do both. We did it, we had great time, we enjoyed it, but just like to mention, it's a little bit exhausting. It's lots of walking, lots of standing, it's lots of to take in. As I am now editing the video, I'm like still living at the moment there. I would actually love to come back, to Lake Como for at least 1 week and really enjoy, the places like for longer. You can see here this ice cream place. This ice cream was so good. I would really recommend to get ice cream up here if you are in Bellagio. And right here you can see the famous little street, which you can also see on Instagram with those souvenir shops, and it was really, really cute. Lots of people were walking there. After that, we actually wanted to visit Villa Melzi, which is on the totally opposite side of the town as we were. Well, it's totally walkable. It's like 10 minutes, but at this point, we wanted to just chill. But we were like, we are already here. We are doing that. And they are open until 7 p.m. It was already like 5:30 p.m. So I was happy we still had time. We spent there maybe just like an hour and we were enjoying the nature there. The trees were amazing. I have never ever seen trees like that. You can also find there this little pavilion. It's so funny because you see all around the Lake Como guys taking pictures of their ladies. I loved it. Of course, my man also did videos, photos, or whatever of me and, amazing views. Like, it's a must. Villa Melzi was built between 1808 and 1810. The villa was commissioned by Francesco Melzi, an important political figure who served as the vice-president of the Italian Republic under Napoleon Bonaparte. The neoclassical villa was designed by architect Giocondo Albertoli, with contributions from prominent artists of the time. While the villa itself is private and not open to public, its gardens are a major attraction. The Villa Melzi gardens are considered some of the finest in the Lake Como region, beautifully landscaped with a blend of English and Italian garden styles. They feature lush greenery, rare plant species, sculptures, and ornamental features like Egyptian-style statues and a Moorish pavilion. Winding path leads visitors through the expansive grounds, offering stunning views of the lake and surrounding mountains. Among the highlights is a small elegant chapel where members of Melzi family are buried. Alright guys, the day is getting to the end. It's so beautiful. The sunset behind me. Look at this. Wow. The day was so exhausting. If you do Varenna in Bellagio in one day, you're gonna sweat around a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. It's so much stuff to see around. We saw, I feel like a lot, all of it. Yeah, we enjoyed our stay so much. We are excited for tomorrow. Maybe we can, relax a little bit more tomorrow because it's gonna rain the whole day. And then on Monday we are going to see another beautiful villa and then some waterfalls maybe. So there is still so much stuff coming up. If you didn't subscribe yet, hit the subscribe button, and we are going to walk back to Bellagio city and we are going to grab some dinner because we are literally starving. The last boats are getting back on the lake. This is the spot for dinner I was talking about, the most romantic dinner you can get. And this is the garden from Hotel Florence, which they have right on the water, facing the amazing sunset. We were getting some white wine, you always get the bread, and this cheese was actually a favor from the chef. Then we had as an appetizer a carpaccio, and then Sebastian had lasagna, and I had those dumplings with some lime, spinach, like cream. And it was actually very delicious. Like, also shout out to the manager because we didn't have any reservation, and I would recommend that you do a reservation prior your dinner, because all the people who were actually waiting in a line didn't get in. Even though the restaurant wasn't fully full, it is just like that. Good morning, guys. So as I mentioned yesterday, it's raining. It started to rain already yesterday at 11 p.m. and it's not actually really bad right now. It's also pretty warm, but like, we don't know what are we gonna do. We actually thought it's also okay to take the boat. If it's raining, you can stay inside of the boat. So we are driving to Leno right now, which is like 3 minutes from us by car, and we are going to try to catch the ferry there. So that's the plan. we wanna take the ferry and maybe drive to Como, and then for sure we wanna see Nesoo. It's beautiful with this waterfall. So we again parked on the white line, like nearby the traject. We had to walk maybe like 5 minutes, and then it was again a little confusing with the boats, because the time we saw the boat should leave, it wasn't like that. I have no idea. So then we took this actually speedboat. It is different as a traject because this speedboat is quick. You have to literally sit on your place, and we were sitting like downstairs, and you couldn't see much through the windows. Then I was just walking around, and I was placed back to my seat. Yeah, but it took just, like 45 minutes to get to Como instead of maybe like 2 hours, which we will actually do on the way back. And you can see already, nice buildings. I loved this garden. Such a shame the weather wasn't just it, but still you can get a lot from this place. You can see all the, churches or the streets. It's just nice to walk around. We were getting to this church. There was actually something going on inside, so I was just peeking inside a little bit. It was raining pretty a lot, but still there was also lots of people around, I would say. The cathedral is one of the most important and beautiful examples of Gothic and Renaissance architecture in the Lombardy region. Construction began in 1396 and continued for almost 4 centuries, being finally completed in 1770, which accounts for its unique blend of architectural styles, which is amazing. We were actually looking for some lunch spot, something quick. I found actually this little shop which was then closed, and we had to find something different, of course. We wanted to eat some sandwich. I felt a little bit already like in a Christmas and it was raining, like it was literally pouring. And yeah, we got those sandwiches. Sebastian had the cold one and I had some special one. It was warm, it was delicious. I had the ham and tomatoes, cheese, mayonnaise. The pastry was very crispy, but it was juicy. It was so good. And after that we were walking through those beautiful streets. We were looking actually for some cafe to get before we will leave. So we found this cafe which was also good, recommended on Google. And yeah, coffee was perfect. We shared there also this little pie which was very sweet, but with the coffee after the lunch it was just perfect. ending, and after that we actually had to go back and catch the ferry. You can see like how strong it was raining, and on the way back we actually wanted to take the ferry, which actually stops at every little town, and we can see at least the towns, the little towns, and also all the villas from the lake, because the speedboat goes very quickly. We did just one stop and we couldn't see much, so I would really recommend to catch the ferry, and you can even just jump off the ferry and walk a little bit around, which was actually our plan, but then in this weather we didn't want to do it, and the plan was actually see the famous Nesoo from the boat, which we actually will see soon. Yeah, and I wanted to show you the most beautiful villas what I could see. This footage was actually shot on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and in the bad weather conditions the quality is also not that good. I'm hoping to getting the new iPhone 16 for better videos. So yeah, look at this. How cute is this place? This is so amazing. Here you can see the famous Nesoo, the famous bridge. We will actually drive there tomorrow, and it's gonna be sunny, so I will show you that for sure. Also tomorrow we're supposed to visit the famous, beautiful, huge villa Vyletal. I still cannot pronounce it good, which you will see soon on the video. Right here, this villa is one of the most amazing villas at Lake Como, but it will not go how we planned it, and you should stay here because I will tell you why you should know this. And as you can see, we are getting back to Leno. Alright guys, we are off to a dinner. Yeah, we are going to just walk 3 minutes from our hotel. Sebastian found this basic casual restaurant, and I saw they have some nasty pasta, so we are going to just walk there. We are tired to drive somewhere because the days are pretty busy. Even though it was raining today, the day wasn't that nice. It had still some atmosphere and we enjoyed it the best we could. Tomorrow is going to be again very nice weather, so I will catch up with you later. Good morning guys! We are about to check out from our hotel. We just had breakfast. It's 9 a.m. We got up at 7 a.m. already actually, and we are going to drive to Villa Vyletal. Having a hard time to pronounce it though, but anyway, so the weather is looking good. Yeah, let's see what we can see there. I know it's gonna be amazing. I got my cute nice dress on, and yeah, let's see what we can do after that. We are not sure if we are driving right away back home or we are visiting some more places here. Let's just see. Let's go with the flow. The villa is literally closed. I'm so disappointed. What a bummer. I guess we will need to come back and, soon to visit other places. So disappointing. I don't know. We didn't think it would be on Monday closed. So on Monday and Wednesday the villa is closed. So now you know. We are going to drive maybe to Nesoo and walk through the little village and through the bridge and stuff. I was really excited for this. We were here literally the first. Also, you should know that, for example, today the ferries, the boats are striking, so you cannot even take the boat. As you could hear, I was really disappointed, but I was actually at the end so glad we drove to Nesoo. Look at those views. So when you drive to Nesoo, there are the roads very, very tiny. You drive up to the hills and it has definitely so much fairy tale atmosphere. Look at the waterfalls. This is on the top right here, and we will walk down there where you see the boats. there is the bridge, the famous bridge, and the stairs are pretty steep, so ladies, leave your heels in your backpack or at home. You are gonna catch the breath, but it's gonna be worth it. Look how pretty it is. The famous wooden boats are coming to this place. I wanted to tell you actually about these boats because you might see it all around the Instagram, and I looked up to take this wooden boat, and it costs literally for 3 hours, 2 hours, like around 700 euros. So that's the reality why we are taking the ferry and not those cool boats. You have there also this little cafe where we were getting some coffee in. The staff was so friendly. They made me iced latte, even I know it's sometimes struggle in Italy. And this is literally the last footage for you this time. Alright guys, I am so happy we actually decided to drive to Nesoo. It was so worth it. Even it was just a quick trip because we gotta drive back home. It's beautiful. It has so much atmosphere. I love it. I love it. I got even my shoes wet for the pictures, whatever. We are just climbing those stairs up. It's pretty walk, so girls, don't take your heels, maybe just in your backpack. We absolutely loved our stay here. When the weather is sunny, warm, it's much different vibe. It's so cool. I am so excited to come back again, hopefully very soon. If you guys have any questions, drop your comments below. I will try to answer that. If you don't subscribe yet, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, like the video, share it with your family and friends, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.